Hello everyone, I'm Chantal.
And I'm Monique.
And today we are doing a bit of storytelling. So backstory is, immediately we do have trouble sometimes just falling asleep, and it just could be not all the time worries, but just, I don't know, what would you say it is, Monique?
I guess for me, I used to be a night owl, and growing up where I have to go to work for like a 7 a.m. job, an 8 a.m. job, you have to adjust and you have to adapt naturally, right? So I have to go to bed earlier, but being a night owl and my body is not used to going to bed that time, it's just my body is hard to fall out of a rhythm that I've developed over the years. Or sometimes it's not just concerns or worries. Sometimes I just lay my head on the pillow and I can't fall asleep. No reason, no rhythm or rhyme.
Yeah, so that's true. I think for me sometimes it's just a little bit of anxiousness. So what we've decided that we will do some storytelling every other night, because we figured that there must be other people with this issue, and if we could be of assistance, I mean, it's been helping us, and if we can be of assistance to someone else, then why not?
Why not? So our story tonight is going to be a bit of a twist and a bit of turns, right? So how we're doing it is each person can select their own story and the other person have no idea what's going to be about, right? So like you, the audience, I have no clue what Chantal is about to tell me.
Mm-hmm.
And more of a twist and turn, the story that she has selected, as far as I know, it's a bit of murder, intrigue, and mystery, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what happens. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
It's my story. Well, not my story, but it's a story that I know.
Okay, let's be entertained.
Okay, and disclaimer, Monique, more than likely, and I'm going to say more than likely being 80% out of 100, will fall asleep. Because whenever we tell this story, she falls asleep within 5 minutes of the story.
So I guess I'm not really your target audience after all. But you know what? I'll stick it through.
She'll try to stick it through.
I'll do it. Okay.
Okay. So the story that I found, I thought it was interesting because I was thinking to myself, with the new regulations in place, everybody has to do online dating, and well, has to, but online dating has become more of a thing now, and it's just it was a bit of eye-opener for me just to be cautious, because of course it can, in everything there's harm, there's good, and it was just to be cautious. So I don't know if you guys know this website called Plenty of Fishes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know it?
I do.
Okay, so Plenty of Fishes apparently is the place to go.
Oh, one of the
places
to go for online dating.
Okay, so the story that I'm gonna put, it's based in Canada. We're in Canada, so I thought for my story I'm just gonna stick to one of my hometown. Okay, so this story though is in Edmonton. We're in Vancouver, but this story is in Edmonton, which is not too far if you know Canada. Not, I would say, about an hour from Vancouver.
Hour's flight from Vancouver, if so much.
So the story is about a guy called Mark Titchfield. Some people might know it, some people might not. So the victim's name, I will just change the names just out of respect for the family. But the serial killer, or not serial killer, but the murderer, I'll keep his name open. So his name is Mark Titchfield. And how it happens is, apparently this guy is obsessed with the Dexter series. I've heard about the Dexter series. I think it's about a guy that murders criminals, right? And he's a little bit obsessed, or he's obsessed. Well, his main thing is he really wants to be a producer for movies. And he's in Edmonton, and his ultimate dream is to be a movie producer. And what he does is he buys costumes and he dresses up. Halloween is his favorite time. He dresses up and he goes out and pretends to be different characters. To me, when I was reading that, I was like, okay, we all have our dreams. So what he does is he rented to a garage. I think it's like garage it is actually. He rented a garage. And
wait a minute. Sorry.
Mhm.
Can you rent garages?
I was shocked by that too. He rented a garage,
Oh, okay.
and it's like a standalone kind of garage.
Wait, isn't that just a storage?
That's what I said too, but it said garage. I was like,
Okay.
This was in 2008, but I guess that maybe was a hit name for storage.
Oh, sorry. Continue.
So, so he rented this garage, and every Friday evening he would go there, dress up, and try to produce movies on his own.
Oh, one-man show.
One-man show. So this is what he would do consistently Friday evenings. And apparently, he's a lonely guy, and he used to go online where he tried to find love. His first wife, I think he had a wife in 2005. Don't quote me. But for his first wife, she moved from the USA, California, or Colorado, one of them. And she moved there to be with him. They kicked it off online. While she was with him, she realized his obsession with becoming a movie producer, sorry. And as she thought it was nothing at first, but he kept saying to her, have you ever had the urge to kill someone? Like, what if I said that to you, Money? Like, one day you came in and you're like, have I said to you, have you ever wanted to kill someone?
I'd probably say we should have dinner, because I figured probably you're really hungry and had a cranky day at work.
That's true, yeah, actually. Okay, that's true. So she was like, so she said to him, she was very honest. So she was telling the interviewer that she just said to him, if I'm very upset, then maybe, but not something I keep thinking about. So apparently he brought it up to her on numerous occasions. But she thought it was suspicious, but she started thinking it was odd when he said he always thought about the homeless people, and he was thinking one day he wants to maybe just take one of the homeless people and kill them.
Honestly, that is okay. I'm sorry, I gotta interrupt. That's so mean. Like, they already have it hard enough, and now I'm sorry. I was just getting up with my feelings ahead of time. Go ahead, please.
Because when people consider homeless people like without life,
yeah,
like nobody wants
not
them.
without life, but they're the easier target, because if they go missing, they're less likely to be missed. They are to be reported.
That's so
but it's so sad.
I think they're always a target, really. The
Yes,
homeless people.
they are.
So sad. So anyway, she thought it was disturbing with that. So she eventually left him, right? Divorced him. Her main reason is because she found out that he was okay, so I'm not good at pronunciation. Pathological liar. I think that's the word, right?
Yep.
Bingo. Okay, so she found out that he was a liar, and he kept lying to her about people who he was seeing. So apparently she went in his computer, and he had different names of that he went by, saying he was like Tim, Paul, or John.
Oh, yeah, aliases.
Yeah, he had a lot of aliases, and he would say he was tall or short, and he was biker or smoking, and he was meeting up with these girls. So he was basically sleeping around. So she left him, went back home. 2008 now is when things got real, apparently. So he met another woman, and within 1 year they married, had a child together. Okay. They got a house which he used under a different name and fraudulent documents, because that was his thing. Right? And again, every Friday evening, he left his job. He got some investors who thought they believed in him, and he went to his garage where he dressed up and tried to be like a movie star.
Wait, I'm sorry. What's his name again?
Mark Titchfield. Mark Titchfield. Yes, Twitchell.
Mark Twitchell. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Do you know him?
Oh no.
Okay. So he just goes to this garage every Friday evening, and then he dresses up in his Wolverine, his Iron Man, all those kinds of stuff. Okay. So apparently he decides that one-man show is not working out, and he wants a little more action. He wants it to be real. So he starts a series or a documentary called Becoming a Murderer.
You serious? Wait. He did the entire thing.
He wrote it. It's like a script.
Really?
Yeah. Becoming a Murderer, where he details what he's about to do. So he goes on to plenty of, I know, right? That was crazy. He goes on to plentyoffish.com, and Plenty of Fishes?
I think so. Is that Plenty of Fishes?
Yeah, you're right, actually. It's Plenty of Fishes. So he goes on to Plenty of Fishes, and he puts his name as Jennifer. Makes a guy.
That's a beautiful name. Oh.
Monique.
Sorry, continue.
That's so bad. It is a beautiful name, though, but dang. It's so sad what he's doing. So anyways, he puts his name as Jennifer, and he uses a blonde hair, blue eye lady as his picture. Terrible. And then he just says that he's an intelligent woman looking for love. And
sounds like me.
yeah, sounds like you. Yeah. So he puts himself out there. This guy, Mark, sees the ad and starts talking to him, thinking he sounds nice. Apparently this guy's from Vancouver, right? And he flies over to Edmonton on, I think it was a trip or something. And he says, okay, I'm just going to come meet you. Didn't tell anybody where he was going. So this one, at least, it was really bad. And he didn't tell anybody where he was going. And he drove up to the garage to meet this woman, Jennifer. He goes out into the garage. Boom, Mark tasers him with the taser gun. Mm-hmm. Tasers him, he falls. So he looks around and he realizes that there's no woman, and there's this big guy with a hockey mask on. And he has a taser in his hand. He just keeps tasering him. And so he, at this point, he realizes that, okay, this guy's trying to kill me. There's no Jennifer here. And it's so sad. So he said he thought to himself that nobody know I'm here, so I have to fight. And he fought. So he's wrestling.
Oh, he survived, I'm assuming.
Yeah, he's the first one that he tried to kill, and he survived.
Oh God.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good too. So he wrestles him, and they're back and forth. So he realizes that.
I'm sorry. Wait, he's the first. I'm jumping ahead of the story. I can tell, but he's the first one that survived or got away. So did he report? Okay,
you'll know.
Yeah, because I'm thinking why that the sentence construction. He was the first one, so I'm thinking this has happened to other people. But why would it happen to other people if he didn't report it or report it?
Bingo.
Okay. All right. Continue.
Go ahead yourself. Okay. So they're fighting, and he realizes that apparently Mark is hitting him and hitting him. So he decides that he's gonna let him keep hitting him, but hit him closer to the door. So I was like, I would not, because some people are just so good even in fear. I would not think of that. Honestly, the first hit, I'd just be frozen in fear. So he wouldn't have to hit me anymore. So, yeah. So he kept hitting him. And, each time he hit him, he kind of fell closer to the door.
Oh.
And just to the garage, actually, because it was like there was a little space there. So he didn't shut it all the way down. And I was like, wow.
That's
right? I said, it's like, he really...
Maybe you need to light him.
The what?
The light.
Oh, that could be it too, with the light. So, and in his script, he does say that he knows he made mistake, but he'll become better. Gosh. I know, crazy. Jeez. So, yeah, he keeps hitting him, and he goes right close to the opening, and he rolls underneath. Can you believe that? Oh. And that's when you realize that
Good going, Mark.
Right? Well, not Mark. That guy is...
Oh, he didn't... He changed his name.
Yeah.
What's his name? What's the name you giving him?
No, the Mark is the killer.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, disclaimer, I'm terrible with names.
She's terrible with names. So he's hitting him, and he finally rolls under the door. Well, as Monique said, good going for him, and I thought it was really good. But then he realized that he can't stand up, because when you get tasered, sometimes it's delayed.
To be honest, no, I've never been tasered in my life. Thank you, God.
Right? He's so beautiful. So he couldn't walk, so he starts crawling, and he comes out. So Mark comes under, and he tries to pull him by his feet, and he's like using every power inside of him.
Why didn't he just taser him again?
Yeah, that's true. I guess he was really an initial. Monique, though, jeez.
I'm not. No, I'm just. Sorry. Continue.
Yeah, she's totally. Yeah, but that's actually. Yeah. So he didn't taser him again, and he's pulling him. So apparently he turned around and he kind of just. I believe he said he hit him with something. He hit him with his hand. And he hit him. And then at the same time, a man and a woman was walking. So it seems Mark got kind of jittery and he kind of disappears. And get this part though. So the couple, they don't see anything that's going on. But they see the guy on the floor crawling, right? And he crawls up and he says, "There's a guy trying to rob me, help me." And apparently...
That was there's a guy, you've been tasered.
Mm-hmm.
So wait. You went to meet this supposed lady. You're in an abandoned garage. You've been tasered. You've been beaten, and your first exclamation is, "A guy is trying to rob you, not kill."
But I think it's fair though.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not a victim blaming or anything.
No,
like
but
that.
she's really good at critical. I don't know.
So it's just continue. I'm an interpreter.
all good. So he says to them, this guy's trying to rob me. So I think that's just the first thing that came up out of fear, right? So they're like, what are you, so apparently this man and this woman is like, they're like, what are you talking about? It's like, this guy's trying to rob me, help me, please help me. Get this. So they get scared.
And left?
And left. Yeah, so, I mean, they didn't do all bad, but it's like they were saying, because, you know, in the interview, they really were remorseful. I think it was just fear, because they said, what if, because the wife was saying, what if this was a plot?
Yeah, which we've known as something.
And I think, exactly, and I think we might have had similar reaction. So she kind of says, no, let's go. Like, what if you go and they take you, then I can't do anything. So they just take off and they go back home and they call the police. But apparently by the time...
Oh, they wait until they got home to call the police?
Yes. I know, it's so bad. And the guy said it haunts him like every day because he feels like he could have done more. Yeah. You know, but they were just so scared, I guess.
Fear cripples.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, so they go back to, the police get there, the guy's gone. He's gone, his car is gone.
Mark
Everybody's gone.
Wait, Mark is gone and the victim as well?
Yeah. And I'm like, crazy. So, you know, all right, next week, another week passes. And I'm like, it's so strange how things just work where he just didn't get caught. And then now he feels good, you know, of course, that he didn't get caught.
What happened to this first guy? Did anyone report him missing or?
No, because the guy got away.
And did he report him?
No, he was scared. Can you believe that? So he got away, went back to Vancouver. And
did he say anything?
No, he was scared.
So didn't he report to Paige Jennifer?
Not yet. He did eventually, but he said he was so scared. He kept thinking that maybe the guy followed him. Maybe the guy knows where he lives. Because remember,
because they've been talking for so long.
Because they've been talking, exactly. So he's saying, you know, he's in a hockey mask.
And he can't identify him.
Yeah. So I think he was just, I mean, to be honest, I probably still would have reported it right away because I'm scared.
Yeah, well, people's reactions are different. You
know?
I get where he's coming from.
Yeah.
So I can get why people would bash him for what he did, but I also understand people would understand his actions as well.
That's true.
I get it too.
And he did go eventually, but man, so that happens. All right. So obviously, Mark, crazy guy, feels like, okay, I'm gonna try again, and he's in his crib. He's writing. It's called SK Confessions, Serial Killer Confessions. He says it's Stephen King.
Is he crazy or is a squirrel? Which one?
I'm trying to figure it out. Actually, I think it's a little bit of both. And he says, okay, he's writing in this thing, and he's like, mistakes happen. It's my first time. I know what I'm gonna do to improve. Again, he starts with another name, Haley, and he lures this other poor guy, Tim. And the guy this time, which is good on him, right? He might not have survived, but, you know, he kind of really helped because what he did, actually, he told his family where he was going.
So it was the same
thing. Like he does the same.
Okay.
He says, Haley, meet me in my garage. We can talk and get to know each other.
I don't understand why people would meet up with someone else for the very first time in a non-public place, though.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was weird.
So, disclaimer out there for everyone, honestly. Online personnel, whether you met someone in a bar, in a club, through mutual friends, your first meetup, please do it in a public place. Like,
yeah,
that's a coffee shop. Even though COVID is going on right now,
you gotta be mindful.
Yeah, keep mind. Yeah, just be safe.
That's true, and that's how they caught him, because this guy told he said I'm gonna meet. Yeah, he said I'm gonna meet this girl at so and so. Can I get it? And he was asking for directions because it was South Edmonton, Alberta. And his friend said, "Oh yeah, just take this route, that route." Yeah,
just drive on one flat road. Oh, we went to. Sorry, I'm not gonna distract. We went to Edmonton in the summer.
Alberta people.
It's so flat.
So flat.
We would go back now.
We like it, but it was just coming from Vancouver,
where there's so much
mountains. Whether you like it or not, you're looking at the mountain.
Yeah.
So it was like, wait a minute, what do you guys look at? A line? Anyways, it was nice though. So yeah, he goes down to South Edmonton, and he goes, and nobody hears from him again. He just disappears. So he's more active on social media, right? So his brother and everybody's trying to figure out, where is he? How comes we haven't seen him? He had a bike trip the next day. He didn't show up. They're not hearing from him. So 3 days pass, right? And 3 days pass, and they get a message from him because they're calling him, they're not getting him, they're getting antsy. They get an email from him actually saying, I've met this woman and she's taking me to her vacation home overseas, and you won't hear from me until Christmas.
Really?
Exactly. And immediately his brother said, that is not him.
That's not my brother. Like, oh,
that's crazy. So they go to the police, and as you know, you can't do a missing person until 24 hours. And then because they think they've heard from him by email, you gotta wait.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Even if they feel that's clearly not how he would correspond or he would have summed it?
Yeah.
Really?
You gotta wait. Because they're saying at the end of the day, you think that's not how somebody responds. People change. Love change people. Right?
Oh, gosh.
Oh, to be loved. So anyways, they waited. I think they waited another day, and they said, no, this is ridiculous. They took matters in their own hands, and they broke into his apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And when they went to Tim's apartment, they saw his passport and his clothes and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's when they went back to the police and said, see, he's gone. That's when the police said, okay, you're right. If his passport is there and his clothes is there, you're right. So they said, what message do you have from him? They said, this is where his, the last place he said he was around this area. And they drove around to the exact location they found where his last location was Finn. They see the garage and they're like, okay, they need to find who owns the garage. Bingo, Mark.
Nice.
So they go in and they call in Mark. Can you believe that this guy passes the interview with flying colors? They have a tape if you want to go watch it, and he is the calmest man you'll ever see. They say to him, oh, I know this is your garage, but we heard that the guy went missing. His response, a guy went missing?
Well, he's a natural actor.
Right? He really wants to be a movie producer. And he goes, in my garage? Wow. And he says to them, I'll take you to my garage and we can have a walk around. That's crazy. So right away they start to mark him off the list.
Just like that?
Because he's willing to show them inside the garage. And he takes them to the garage and shows them in there. And then immediately when he walks up to the garage, he goes, looks like somebody tampered with my lock. And he shows them around. They don't see anything suspicious. And he goes, guys, I hope you find him or whatever, And he's like so remorseful. So they take him off as a suspect. And they're trying to figure out. Okay, so they're trying to figure out how they go to the media to say, okay, this is the guy. This is the last location that he was at. They sent out everything. So the first guy now sees this.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounded familiar. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I forgot about that first guy, to be honest. But okay,
right?
He's coming back.
But he doesn't come back. Guess what gave them their biggest clue? Not even the first guy. The killer himself.
Really?
Yeah. Because after he shows them the garage, right? He calls back. And I think this is guilt now. He calls back to say, I hope you find the killer. I can be of help. And, also, just to let you know, I just bought a new car, a white hatchback.
Why do you mention this?
Thank you. Bingo. You see? Like, this is how I get these people. They try to murder, they try to do this, and it's like everything just comes right back.
Don't try to murder anyone, people.
Thank you. So the police says right away because at first they had marked him off, but they said when he called the next day and said that, why is he telling us that? Turns out the guy that's missing has a red hatchback. And he has a red hatchback that he just bought. Is it hatchback? What's the name of that?
Oh, no, I didn't know.
Hatchback.
What are you talking about? Cars?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think it's hatchback.
I'm sorry.
I think it's hatchback. What's that? Bigger back. Hatchback or hutchback? Anyways, let's just say red Toyota. Okay, people.
There we go.
For the car people, I mean no disrespect. I don't know cars. I do know Ram because I love Ram. Okay. Anyway, so he has a red Toyota. Let's say that. And they look up the guy that's missing, and he also has a red Toyota. And the Mark has a red Toyota in his at his house, parked up. So can you believe he kills this guy and takes his car and park it up in his house, talking about he bought a new car?
Wait. What about his second wife?
She's there too with the kid.
She doesn't question him where this car came from?
Why did you question? He said he bought a car.
you're telling me I sleep beside you every single night. We had no discussion that you are gonna purchase anything, and you're gonna bring a car that is not necessarily new, and I'm not gonna question you about it.
He's a guy. Men are spontaneous. I mean,
No. Think about it, Chantal. Your husband never discussed with you anything. She never showed any interest whatsoever about a car. Drove a car up into your garage and parked it, and cannot explain to you why the car is there.
What do you mean he can't explain to you? He says to you.
What does he say?
He says that he bought a car from a lady on the road. What? I think you
continue.
Well, yeah. So apparently, yeah. So the police call him in again, right? Oh no, I'm jumping ahead. So when he says that, they're like, okay, prime suspect again, but they can't figure out how to pin him.
Yeah.
First victim now decides that he's gonna come and give his statement because that's what happened to him. And he comes in and he gives a play-by-play. He says, I go there, and right behind me, he comes up with a taser. I can't see his face, but this person comes up and he's beating me. He's trying to get me down, and I just so happened to roll under, and I roll and I got away. And they said, okay, thank you for that information. Now, what's his name? They called him Mark to come in now. And they say to him, okay, you said you have a red car, Toyota, can you tell me how you got it? He says, oh, okay, there is this guy I saw on the road, and he said that his lady lives in another country that's rich and is buying him a car, so he doesn't need his car. And he asked me if I have cash, I can take it. So I had cash, and I gave it, and then he took it.
Yeah, I'm going to bed. That's enough. Thank you. Good night.
Right?
Good night. What? So I'm sorry. This is a murder story. So the victims involved is the story itself is sad story, but my gosh,
right? So, but then that's the thing. So the detective is like,
I should have fallen asleep after 5 minutes. After all.
Okay. So the detective is like, okay, 1 minute, and steps out the room, and he's like, we got him. He's like, he's done 1,000,001 cases before, and this is so accurate. It is so accurate that it is the most bizarre story. Nobody buys a car like that. So anyways, he says the detective says he develops a plan to go back in to say, okay, he says he develops a plan to say he's gonna go back in to say, okay, just tell me, how did you kill the guy, because it's so obvious.
Yeah. So
he goes in and he says to him, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't believe you. I think you are involved in the killing of Tim. So let me know how. His response is, why?
What?
Yeah. And he said immediately when he said, well, I said, this guy's giving himself up.
Wait. He said why?
Yeah, why do you think I'm involved?
As opposed to, I would like to speak with a lawyer.
There we go. So he said to him, seriously, come clean. And he said to him, nope, I didn't do it. You don't have any evidence. I didn't do it. And he's saying, all the evidence is against you.
What evidence?
Right? He's just saying that. Right?
Yeah.
Because apparently, so he's saying to him, we know what happened.
Okay, explain it to me then.
Right? So he said to him, okay, if you don't want to come clean, the detective says to him, if you don't want to come clean, then I hope you're able to live with yourself. And guess what he says? You'll be surprised what I can live with. That is crazy.
That's cold.
That is cold. Right?
And then again, if you're prepared, if you premeditate murders for so long, then maybe you are prepared.
Maybe you're prepared. So that's with that statement, they got a search warrant. Yeah. And they searched his house, and that's when they found the hockey mask, some ugly pig-looking masks, clothes, gloves, handcuffs, the laptop, and they searched for hours and hours so they could finally retrieve on the laptop in a deleted folder, SK Confessions.
Yo.
Yeah, and he detailed, and it was so gruesome that they couldn't do all of it in court, right? And they play by play.
Oh no.
The script.
Wait. Did he torture the guy?
Yeah.
Oh no.
So, well, I guess it's not really torture. I'll tell you.
What do you mean it's not really torture?
No, because it seems like after he died, he did stuff with his body. So what do you call that?
Oh, like disembodiment?
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, and so in this, when they found this letter, he says it's a script that he's working on to replay, and it's not to be the murder. But guess what? The exact same thing is the same thing the first victim described. He came in, he turned his back, I hit him with a...
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So because of the first...
Did he bring in the couple? Were they mentioned?
No. Jeez,
no. And the fact that you mentioned that the couple came forward as well, you know, so I'm wondering if
true.
they added in that as well.
I don't know, because they don't show the entire script, right? Because it's very gruesome.
Oh, gosh.
So apparently he says, and in the confession he says, next time when I use my next victim, I need to get better tools to cut with or to use.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, and in this whole thing he talks about what he did to Tim, how he came into the garage, he hit him with a pipe, hit him, and how Tim begged for his life.
God.
It was really bad. At one point he said he didn't know when you cut open a stomach, you watch the organs like what do you call it?
Honestly, I think that's part is enough. I don't think we need to know all of that.
It's bad. It was really, and he was saying, normal people would be would hate the smell, but I'm not normal. Something like that.
How long did he get in jail? In prison?
Oh, did he get let out? I think he's out though.
What?
Yeah.
Wait. This took place in 2008.
Was it 2000? Oh, no, he's not out. My bad. No, he's not out. He tried to get parole, but didn't. Yeah, but he's in Saskatoon? Saskatoon is the...
Saskatoon, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Wait. It was in Edmonton though.
Right?
So
but
why
I think he was trying to flee there.
Oh.
And he got charged and was in...
Would they bring him back over to?
Yeah, I thought that was weird too. Okay, people, that part I need to actually... But he is in...
How long did he get though? Did he get life?
Yeah, he got life. For attempted murder and murder.
Good.
But he...
Which degree for murder?
Oh, was it? Oh, first degree murder.
Yes, because I hate when they do these stuff and they give them like second degree.
Yeah, I know. They always do second degree. Oh. And it's so annoying when they do second degree murder.
I think with second degree because sometimes they can't prove the premeditated part.
I know.
But with first degree,
it's like
premeditated. Well, he wrote an entire script about it.
Yeah, but he's still like even after he was sentenced and he's in jail now, he says that
maintaining that
he's maintaining. He said his lawyer was wrong, the jury was wrong. He said that script is what he wanted to produce, and he said what his account of what happened was that he lured those guys there to ask them if they wanted to partake in the film.
So wait. So the first guy, who shall remain nameless because I've yet to receive his name. So the first guy. So wait, was a part of his audition being tasered?
So he that's what he said. He said it was just for them to come and realize that the film was good and they'd go and spread it by word of mouth.
So wait. Then why didn't he?
Like, why didn't he just post that on the website?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's what I said.
That's the question.
That's so terrible, man. Some people are so evil. Yeah, and then he said what happened was the second guy is he didn't take the joke very well. And he said when the second guy realized it was a prank he get publicity, the second guy, which is Tim, got violent. So he claims he got violent and he had to defend himself and that's how he killed him.
So, okay. Where's Tim's body?
That you know how long it took them to get that? He did not want to give up where the body was, right? And then eventually they finally got it. He actually called and said, okay, he's ready to talk right before his sentence. I think, to be honest, he got sentenced in 2011. You know, everything takes a while. Mm-hmm. And he gave it the body. He threw the body first because remember, he cut him to pieces, bits by bits, and he threw everything in the sewer.
Oh no.
Yeah, so they got the body, I think 4 weeks or 3 weeks after.
How old was he?
38.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, and so that was it. So he's writing to get appeal because he's saying, but it's, I mean.
Okay, if it was self-defense, then why do you lie?
Thank you.
They came?
Thank you. Exactly.
And then why do you keep his car?
And exactly. And why are you keeping his car?
And then why in the script, if you're writing a play, this is just a story, and the guy didn't take it well, then why did your script entail such gruesome? If you're defending yourself, why would you dismember? And then why would you have the mask and everything already done? You know? And why would you be catfishing people? Yeah, like if you want word of mouth for your movie, why don't you do it in the day in a park and be like, this is me trying to get people in my movie. Why are you going as posing as a woman? Exactly. That's what I don't get. Don't get caught
and they will still maintain. Maybe he's crazy. Well, no, he's not crazy because he did get persecuted. He's just cruel.
I always say that, like, people tend to say, oh, because they're a murderer, the first thought is, oh, you, and there must be some level, must be some level that you've achieved in your mind that puts you on the realm of insanity, and put that in quotes, right? But sometimes people are just evil.
Yeah.
It's not a matter of madness, they're just evil.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that's my story.
So, as far as bedtime story goes, to be honest, I don't know if this has helped you guys or not. So, but
I hope it did.
In a twisted way.
In a twisted way.
And if it didn't, we apologize.
Yes, and the next one will.
Maybe. So
you say maybe?
Yeah, you never know. So.
And Monique is awake, so that's a win.
I think I'm even more awake now.
Really?
I am actually. I'm so awake. Because I have so many questions.
Okay.
But let us know what you think in the comments. Which story do you like us to tackle? And until next time, make safe choices. Keep safe. I'll try to. Keep safe. And take care of each other.
Yeah, like that. Okay. Take care, everyone.